heading towards outpost number 17. Look at how far away it is. Okay, 3 of them at this base, and they appear to be using flashlights. 4 at this base, and they appear to be using flashlights.
Talk. Where are your friends?
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Talk. Where are the others? Speak. Where are your friends?
He's coming too. Roger that. Subject on board. Leave the rest to us. He's coming too. Roger that.
Now the hard part. I've still got the base, the place full of enemies, and somewhat damaged, but still operational tank to deal with. Smoking. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 to deal with. Now that is interesting. I was in a tower earlier and that was destroyed, but it hasn't been repaired. Somewhere along the ridge and somewhere close to this. Okay, I see him. This one. Two in the road. And one is over here somewhere. 15 to take out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. It's doable. Intimidate far less. In some ways it makes it easier, in some ways it makes it harder. I mean, some of them aren't moving at all. They put all their focus on one small area. Or where they anticipate the enemy.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
That's why the last two that I ran into pretty much stayed in one area with their guns pointed towards, in their minds, the most logical place for an opponent to arrive. There are only actually 3 or maybe 4 patrollers, although that will change as they move into a less alert state. Basically a state of they know that somebody should be there, but they just don't know where he is. Regardless of the state, however, they all follow patterns.
Speak. Where are the others?
So basically what I need to do to handle this one is to recognize the pattern that they've gotten themselves into and just peel it apart. I know that these two will come over here.
He's coming too. Roger that.
Now I've interrupted that. And they'll move, one of them will move forward at least. Think of that as an interrupt. Because he saw me, he altered his pattern to a new pattern. Now these will adjust as well. Lovely. My silencer's gone. Get around it, get around it, get around it, get around it.
Speak. Where are your friends?
Oh. I really do need a better silencer. Still got the same situation, however.
You gotta extract him.
The tank fired where the other people roughly heard the shot from. But that was mostly blind fire. As bad as it sounds, the worst thing in the world you could do right now is just panic. One of the things to recognize in how these AI react, like I said, they have a very set pattern in which they react. Is what constitutes blind
Subject
fire
on board. Leave the
and
rest
what
to us.
constitutes them actually knowing where you are and zeroing in on it. Now, in terms of the difference between the two, blind fires, the target of the blind fire is basically an area. And they'll hit that area that they blind fire into. What they're doing is not necessarily missing you. They're not actually aiming at you. They're aiming for a specific area. They'll always hit that area because the AI don't know how to miss. Not really. When they miss you when they're
He's coming
shooting
too.
at you,
Roger that.
there's quite a few factors that actually go into them not hitting you. When they shoot at where you are in a specific given time, which is how you can run and dodge bullets. Because all the calculation that the AI has done to hit you it only applies to where you are at a specific given point in time. So if you were to stand still, they'll hit you. However, if you were to move in certain circumstances, they'll miss. strange way to look at it, I suppose. There are also some smaller hints into it. That when time basically slows down, the reaction moments, those are situations in which the enemy doesn't know where I am. If such an event happens and the enemy knows exactly where I am, time doesn't slow down. So it's a bad way of using it, but that's also a way that you can determine exactly what state the enemy is in. If you have a quick time event like that, then you know that they are aware that you're in the area, but they really don't have any clue where you are.
You gonna extract him?
These two soldiers, for example, remain on alert, and they know that I'm within this area, they just don't know where. And it'll take a while for them to actually go to a lower state of alert, longer than I'd be willing to give to this mission. This is gonna be bad. That was a blind fire. I think that tank probably killed its own soldier trying to shoot at me. Otherwise, I'd still see that. You can see the icon above the soldier that I've knocked out. The sleeping icon. I should be seeing that around the tent, but the shell that the tank fired into the tent probably killed their own soldier. And to be honest, your opponents in this game are none too careful when they fire their weapons. destroyed.
Nice work.
It's not really the nicest of work. I prefer to actually
Good. You completed the objective. Now get out of there. Exfiltrate
take out the
out of the
tank
hot
without
zone by
having to
chopper
do
or
that.
on land.
Yeah, the tank. He's dead, alright. The shell the tank fired into killed him. There's no recovering from that.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
It just brings to mind that what items I definitely need to get a hold of to make these missions a bit easier to complete. And what I need is, I should be able to get to development. What I need is this EMN mine. What it does is when a vehicle passes over it, it takes out the engine with an EMP pulse, a small one, localized. But I'm quite a ways from being able to develop it. It would make situations like that quite a bit easier. Okay, there's one last place I'm gonna go, and that's Outpost 6. And that'll be it for this mission. Part of it is also to reflect on what I could have done differently. The first mistake I made was to go into this mission with a weakened rifle grenade. It took nearly all of my magazine for the rifle grenade to take out one tank. It also took 2 rockets from the supply drop that I needed to take out the second one. I would have to destroy the tank regardless, but it would have... Perhaps I could have spared the crew inside those tanks. If I had that mine, I could have laid that along the edge of it. This one might have helped too. The only difference with it is that I'd have to have been very careful with how I fire it, since it could easily could have killed the commander if I'd used it early in the mission. 7 is just up ahead. I've already taken out that one. There's 6 that I needed to go to.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
The key to, I think, also is
Yeah.
recognizing what likely will be a time to bend and what won't.
Yeah. Yeah.
If I get into a situation like that again, don't pick up the intel if it's going to trigger something until I'm completely ready to actually handle whatever event's going to happen. In this case, it was the tanks moving. I wasn't completely ready to be in position to handle that, and I still had 4 more soldiers to handle, which led to 2 of them dying, one at the outpost and the other at the final base. I might have been able to spare those 2. One unknown still.
Spit it out. Where are the others? Spit it out. Where are your friends? Speak. Where are your friends?
That one's at a disadvantage because he really can't see anything. So he's going to climb down the ladder.
Speak. Where are your friends?
2. Roger that. You got to extract him. Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Fire this thing. Well, this thing will be truly and utterly destroyed. Yeah. Triangle. Now the question is, will this thing will be repaired or not?
Roger.
Mission could have gone a lot better. There goes mission 8.
Gaining altitude. Departing. Mission complete. I guess it all worked out in the end.
Yeah, I didn't kill. Well, actually, I did. I killed the ones in the tank. So, yeah, that's on me. But didn't exactly have a non-lethal way of handling the tanks, I suppose. It's kind of hard to actually go the non-lethal route when you don't have the option or you don't have the technology just yet to actually pull it off. But thank you for watching Mission 8 from the Phantom Pain.
Boss, we're finally ready to put together a combat unit. Staff assigned to the unit will be dispatched as mercenaries to conflict zones. That should guarantee us a stable source of income. MERT deployment allows you to send combat unit staff on relatively easy missions suited to the unit's level. There's little risk, but the rewards are low too. However, there are also contracts known as dispatch missions that offer a higher risk and reward. Give your orders to undertake these missions using your iDroid. Good. You captured it alive.
That's why I counted tranquilizer as a miss, because the choking puts them out for the same amount of time as a tranquilizer round. That's useful information to know. Just slightly under the amount of fuel I needed for the combat one, but I can wait. I definitely need to have the more advanced R&D platform. And the rest of this is just maintenance. So I'll in the stream now once I land. That might be a cutscene. I don't know. Watching the stream.